The three sisters had just gotten the news that their father had passed away, yet they showed no signs of sorrow. 15 years earlier, their father had run off with another woman. Their mother remarried not long afterward, leaving the three young sisters to get by on their own. The oldest sister raised the younger girls alongside their grandmother. Since the eldest sister needed to work her night shift job, she sent the second-born Lucy and the youngest sister Mary to Sanjayon County for the funeral. A gentle-mannered girl met them the moment they got off their ride, and led them toward their hotel accommodation. She was the daughter their father had with his mistress, and her name was Jenny. The weeping woman at the funeral was their father's third wife. It was plain to see that this stepmother treated Jenny poorly. She even tried to dump the responsibility of delivering the memorial speech onto the girl. Once the funeral service ended and the three sisters prepared to leave, Jenny hurried over to hand them one of their father's treasured keepsakes. It was an old photograph of the three sisters from when they were little kids. The eldest sister grew eager to know more about her newfound half-sister, and asked Jenny to show them her favorite spot around town. Jenny took them to the mountain peak where she and their father used to spend time together. To the three sisters, the place felt just like their old hometown, minus the ocean view. Even though they had only spent a short while together, the three sisters quickly grew fond of Jenny. She was sensitive and tough-willed, so mature-minded that it broke their hearts. She had looked after their father full-time throughout his illness, while the stepmother only dropped by for a few minutes at a time, before heading straight out again. Jenny's quiet, reserved personality suggested she lived under heavy emotional strain. She shared no blood tie with her stepmother, and stood a high chance of being abandoned someday. For that reason, the eldest sister invited Jenny to move in and live with the rest of them. Jenny, who had always longed for sisterly affection, only hesitated for a split second, before agreeing to come back to their family home. New to the household, Jenny felt awkward and out of place at first. The oldest sister told Jenny that she was her sibling, and there was no need for her to act so formal around them. She personally prepared tempura and buckwheat noodles for Jenny, granting the young girl a long-lost sense of warmth. Jenny enrolled at a new school, and began her brand new chapter in life. She excelled at soccer, and joined the school soccer team. Her sweet-natured personality and impressive playing skills soon breathed new energy into the whole squad. The second sister would sometimes bring her boyfriend along to cheer Jenny on during matches. The second oldest sister clearly had an unusual taste in partners. Truth be told, every one of the three sisters struggled with romantic wounds left behind by their absent father. The oldest sister worked as a nurse, and dated a pediatrician. Every gesture the doctor made radiated mature masculinity, and he seemed like someone the eldest sister could rely on. However, the man was already married and kept promising to file for divorce from his wife. He never went through with the separation, claiming his wife suffered from mental health troubles. The youngest sister always wound up dating deadbeat boyfriends. She poured her whole heart into every relationship, only to get discarded in the end. The hardships of her childhood left her with a deep-rooted fear of abandonment, which explained why she kept getting drawn to people whose society had cast aside. She loved selflessly and defended those men without expecting anything in return, only to get hurt over and over by those terrible men. Fortunately, the youngest sister possessed an easygoing disposition. Whenever a breakup happened, she would get dead drunk, sleep it off, and return to normal the very next morning. The eldest sister frequently got into quarrels with her over this habit. Even when their arguments turned nasty, the youngest sibling still ran to her older sister for help when trouble arose. That was especially true whenever she spotted bugs inside the bathroom, and called on the eldest sister to deal with them each single time. One night, they served Jenny plum wine to celebrate her soccer victory. Nobody expected the young girl to get wasted after just one cup.
陽子さんなんて大嫌い。父さんのバカ。
All of the sisters looked after the intoxicated Jenny. They gathered beside her bed and stared gently at her features. She had incredibly long eyelashes, and her ears resembled those of one of the sisters. Every inch of their faces overflowed with fond affection.